So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been such a long time since we last had a chat, and I thought why not. Today I had some time and I thought of something to share. Yeah, so welcome to my vlog. I'm very excited, but I'm also in solidarity with the demonstrations happening back in Kenya. So I mean, it's really sad to see the state of the country that I call home, and I truly hope the president can listen to the youth. It's a very hurtful economy. I mean, that's one of the reasons that most of the people leaving Kenya are doing so, because it doesn't make sense anymore when you're earning all the money and it's going to someone's pocket in terms of corruption. And it's, they're giving it a nice name, taxes. You're paying so much taxes. I remember looking at my payslip and I was discussing it with my husband, and we were like, you're paying so much pay for what? Are you getting any deliverables? How is the transport? How is the medical care back in Kenya? It's barely fair. Now they had something called the Housing Development Fund. For what? You're building houses for who? It's not my house. Why should I pay for? Who asked me? Why? When did I say yes? And how is it that you can directly access my payslip and take the money? It's hurtful. It's hurtful, and I really sympathize with the situation. And I truly hope the president can calm down and listen to the people, and just stop behaving like it's business as usual, because it's not. It's not. And yeah, good thing to the generation, the new generation, the Gen Zs. You've shown true solidarity. You've shown, teamwork. You've shown that when you speak in one voice, regardless of the tribe, regardless of anything else, first, we are Kenyans, and whatever happens to all of us. So I hope you can listen, President, and just calm down. Anyway, so guys, I wrote down my notes just in case you see me looking down, and today I'm going to talk about culture shocks that I experienced being here. And it's been a few months. I'm almost, April, May, June. I'm almost 4 months in a new country. So I think I've gone through a few phases that you would go through being in a new place. And this vlog is not about comparison. I truly love my home country, but I also really appreciate some of the things here that some came as shocks and will be appearing in my video. But this is in no way a comparison or a way to bring down either or here or back home. I just want to appreciate some culture shocks that I experienced. So one, I know you've seen that vlog. It was not a vlog, a video. It was a TikTok video shared on Instagram. That's where I saw it, of an Indian international student here in Canada. And it was a video showing how he woke up and he was yawning. He was walking on the street. He looked tired, quite honestly. And then he's seeing other people, presumably Canadians, who are walking dogs, doing exercise, jogging on the street, in the gym. And it was like, how are you able to do that? So one thing I truly appreciated after some time, and something I also see, is that how well the work-life balance has been done here. Like, people have time to walk their dogs, people have time to do exercise, people are in great shape. There's a better work-life balance, definitely, and I truly hope someday I'll experience it. Yeah, number two that I noticed is that immediately we started looking for house items when we found a house. And when you're looking, because you're new, you don't want to break your bank. You want to find something affordable. You want to find something that will not cost you a lot of money. So we Googled, and we were told by some of the friends here that we could check at Facebook Marketplace. Believe you me, it was so affordable to like furnish our house, getting seats, getting tables, even the art pieces in my house, even the flowers. Some of the things I actually got for free. Like, I'd go and buy a chair, and then the person would tell me, I'm actually selling this off, but here's a painting for your new house. They will empathize with us because we are new here, and so they will tell us, oh, this is your welcome gift. Actually, one of the people gave us strawberry jam, and she was like, this is a gift to you, welcome to the neighborhood. So Facebook Marketplace really surprised us. It's not something we had experienced before. Some of the things which are put up there are actually even for free. That's about how nice the people are. However, I mean, just as like any other platform, it's good to be aware of scammers. There are some scammers on Facebook Marketplace, so use good judgment when you talking to people on Facebook Marketplace. So the next thing that really surprised us is the dressing. We expected it because I think in the movies we have seen that the dressing is quite different. However, especially now that we are currently experiencing warmer weather, the brief clothes are really brief, shorts, and it's not just girls or who are doing this, even some men, because the availability and the freedom of expression of whatever gender you are. So the clothes that are being worn, some are very brief, and you shouldn't stare. So the dressing is quite a surprise. It's clothes that I wouldn't wear in Kenya. Maybe I would wear them in the house, but I wouldn't even go outside with them. Or maybe I would wear when I'm going to a club. People who go to clubs, you would find some could wear short dresses like that, but not during the day when you're going to the mall or when you're going to the market. It's people just wear that and it doesn't bother anyone, so it shouldn't bother you as a newcomer. It's just the dressing is different. The other thing that shocked me is the sugar. So the sugar is sparkling white. I remember our first experience with this. We went to a restaurant for a nice breakfast. It was our first morning after we landed. We landed very late at night, went to our Airbnb. In the morning we were so hungry, so we walked out and went to a restaurant. In the restaurant they served us a very nice breakfast, what we ordered, and then we didn't see the sugar because we were looking for a certain kind of kind of sugar. You get what I mean, yeah? So we didn't see it, so we called the server and we were like, hey, please show us, bring us the sugar. We'd like 2 sugars for each. And so she told us, oh, the sugar is actually there. It was on the table plus other things that we needed for the breakfast. And so we were shocked because it was a small sachet with sparkling white substance that looked like salt. It looked like salt. It wouldn't pass for sugar in my thoughts. So when we opened, we actually had to taste it a bit to ensure it was sugar. We thought that maybe there's a language barrier and the server didn't understand that we needed sugar. So the sugar is sparkling white, and I've never seen it before. Okay, personally, I've never seen that before. The sugar was sparkling white. Okay, so the next thing that I wrote down is daylight saving. So this is a phenomenon and it is so surprising. I had no idea. In the movies, I used to wonder, in the movie script, they're saying that this family is now taking dinner, but you can see sunlight outside. So I thought these guys could have acted better. You can act better. You don't have to tell us lies. Why would you take dinner when it's the sunlight? But no, it's happening. So right now, it started, I think, with spring. We get shorter nights and longer days. So that means like sunlight starts from some minutes to 5 a.m. You can walk, you can see yourself. Unaweza jiona, direct translation. You can see yourself out. It's like you can see yourself. It is daylight. I don't know how to explain that. So it is daylight. Kuna jua. Si ati jua ya joto, kuna jua, kuna mwangaza. Exactly, kuna mwangaza. So it's daylight. So some minutes to 5 a.m. all the way to almost 10 p.m. because I go to work at around 9:30, 10. And I showed that in my previous vlog. As I was going to work at night, it was around 9:30 and there was daylight. the sunlight had not gone yet. So we experience longer days and shorter nights, and I'm told that after some time it will go back, and then we will experience longer nights and shorter days. So that was a phenomenon that I had no idea. And so yeah, when you're taking dinner at around 7 or 8 p.m, you'll have full sunlight outside. It's like if I took a video and told you I'm having dinner right now, you'd question it because it looks like there's sunlight outside, but it's just that during the phenomenon. Yeah, so it's called the daylight savings. You can read more about it. So the other thing that surprised me, and this I said I think in the initial videos I did when I was here, is just how courteous people seem to be. And I'll say this in the context of when you're taking bus rides and everybody leaving will say thank you to the bus driver. You remember? Yes, I said it in a previous video. So it caught us off guard because can you imagine Super Metro, and then at you're riding and they leave you at your stage, at your bus stop, and then you tell ati driver thank you, si utaangaliwa. So it is quite surprising, and it is such a nice thing that so considerate, because the bus driver, you know, they should feel appreciated for the work they do. And so I find it very nice that when I take my bus, and then, you know, I should tell them thank you to just sort of appreciate their work. And not only bus drivers, I think it should go all the way down. Any service you experience, like if you're in a restaurant and you take your order, just say thank you. I mean, everywhere worldwide, it should, thank you is an international language. It shouldn't be just for a specific service or a specific part of the world. Thank you is just appreciate people who give you the service you needed. Yeah, because as much as it's their job, they should feel appreciated for it. Okay, so the other thing that surprised me, and I think this is the second last thing that I'll talk about, is my electricity bills being way lower than what I was paying. So here we call it hydro because I think it's generated from water, just like in many other places. So the electricity here, you use it for cooking, for light, and then you also use it for heating the house. So how is my electricity bill cheaper? Because I remember in Kenya I could use gas for my cooker. I had a gas cooker, and that's even now way more expensive because you'd use a lot of gas, and gas was very expensive at that time. So here I use electricity to cook, I bake, you know, I use the oven pretty much every week. I'm using it twice or thrice, and then I heat the house. Okay, my battery was dead. Anyway, my last point was about my electricity bills being cheaper, and yeah, that was the point I was trying to make. I don't know why, I don't know how, but my electricity bills are actually cheaper, almost half of what I would use, yet I'm cooking, I'm baking, I'm using the electricity for all that. I just don't know how. Maybe it's because of the levies and the taxes. Yeah, I honestly have no idea how that happens. So the last thing to close this video is the freedom of verbal expression that I have seen here. And yeah, the F and the S words are very randomly used in the street, when you're walking, in the bus, at the workplace. It happens, and it's okay. People are just expressing themselves, so don't panic. Verbal expression is cool. So I don't think I'll get to that point, but it's something I appreciate, that you can just throw the F word and the S word like loudly. Yeah, it's not something I was used to in my 30 years that I've lived before. So we've come to a close of my video. If you haven't subscribed, guys, and you have watched this video, please subscribe. It's free. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. Like, share, this video with your friends and comment down below. Also, please click the notification bell so that next time when I upload a video, you'll be notified and you can watch it. Please go back and see my videos. If you haven't watched any, feel free to comment, feel free to suggest anything that you want to see, and see you on the next one. Bye guys, good evening, good night, good day from wherever you're watching me from.